So I'm here today to say that climate change constitutes a serious threat to global security, an immediate risk to our national security. And make no mistake, it will impact how our military defends our country.
All right, today you might want to call, retired General Jack Payne, because Jack Payne is wondering why the White House isn't asking the Pentagon to review its ISIS strategy, even with Ramadi falling, and is asking us to watch out for the threat of sea levels rising. So, General, you just don't buy it.
Well, it is a little surprising given what's taking place. I'm no expert on climate change to begin with, and certainly at some point, if in fact waters are rising and floods are increasing and storms are doing the same, then it would eventually have some impact. But it doesn't square with clearly the major issues that we're facing. The United States just got handed a defeat this weekend in Ramadi. When Fallujah fell in January last year and Mosul in June of last year, that was an Iraqi defeat. In August, the president said we're going to destroy and degrade ISIS, and we're going to do that with our Iraqi partners. Then everything from that moment on became U.S., Iraqis, and our coalition. So we suffered that defeat just this weekend along with our Iraqi partners. We're providing the air power, we're providing trainers, we're providing advisors, we're providing arms and equipment to support that effort, and we all saw what happened. It broke down and completely fell apart.
And now we're looking at climate change. And I don't, if climate change is your deal, and I, like you, General, I don't know enough about it to sort of, I could see climate shifts and all of that. I don't necessarily buy all of this, but that aside, we've got to prioritize. Now, many in the administration say, well, you know, we could walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm not so sure about that. I just think you prioritize, and the big matter, the big security concern for the time being are these guys who are butchering Christians and beheading everyone and anyone in between. And they're taking over broad swaths of the Middle East. I think that is the more immediate pressing concern.
Yeah, the most pressing concern is just as you said it. It is the destabilization of the Middle East, which affects our national security interests there, but also affects the security of the American people at home. And ISIS is in the lead there, expanding in Syria, obviously expanding in Iraq. We just see that. And they're also expanding significantly into Libya. They see that as a future operational base for Northern Africa and also into Europe. They're expanding into Yemen and Egyptian Sinai, and now from somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 8 provinces in Afghanistan, depending on which analyst you're talking to. So this is a real organization. It's a real threat to the United States, and it should be uppermost in our minds as to what to do about it.
You know, real quickly, Rand Paul is on the floor of the United States Senate, technically not a filibuster, but protesting, continuing to give broad powers to the NSA. What do you think of that?
Listen, I trust the National Security Agency. I think they've done tremendous work. I knew General Alexander on a personal and professional basis for years, a man of incredible integrity who dealt with this issue under Snowden. And I'm convinced they've got the United States interests at heart.
General, thank you very much. I know we were flipping through a lot of topics here. I appreciate it. In the meantime, you know, they thought they were giving to charity 187 million reasons why they regret they ever did.